What's up, world? It's your boy King Sin here to talk to you guys about defense online. A lot of people running around talking about, hey, you can't play it. Listen closely. First thing I'm going to state, pay attention to the person's online profile. I'll get more into detail later. But pay attention to things that they like to do. As you see, this person, they have their specifics that you specifically want to pay attention to. Another thing you want to pay attention to is their lineups. So a few things I'm going to instant replay, things I want you guys to pay most attention to. After this video, this is just a beginner's video. I'll get more in depth when it comes to explaining things. Here, as you see, these are the settings that I do for my profile. Everybody's different. Every team is different. Every team you play against is different. So I wouldn't suggest, like other people, making all the settings the same for every team. Some teams rebound better. Some teams is just quick on a fast break. It all depends on who you're playing against and how well they are at doing what they do. So as I said before, this part is going to instant replay so you guys can see the settings. Every time I post a video, I'll try and play with a different team so you guys can see the settings that I choose for different teams. Here you go again. Onboard defense as high up as possible, for the simple fact you want to contest your defense. The team you're playing against to take very bad shots all the time. It's not just sometimes. If you put the onboard defense down, or actually let me go back some. For every slider, for every plus side to a slider, there's a bad side. Bad thing about onboard defense, if you guys play too much defense, you're going to rebound less. Same thing with offensive rebound. If you go for offensive rebounds, you're going to be slower to get back on a fast break. So pay attention to the slides that you put up and put down and know what they can do for your team. So if I was you, I would get real strong on the strengths and weaknesses of each team. So we're getting into the game. I'm going to fast forward through it. Like I said, this first video, I'm more of a defensive-minded type of player. So I choose teams. I tend to choose teams that have strong defensive players. Somebody plays with the Heat, I'm probably going to go with the Pacers, the Spurs, for the simple fact I have somebody that can negate a lot of the perks for LeBron James with Kawhi Leonard or Paul George. So here, as you see, no matter how good your defense, sometimes people are just gonna hit shots. It's nothing you could do about it. Don't pull your hair out. You just got to realize that it's not always gonna happen. It's not always gonna go in. So this game isn't about offense. It's more of a defensive-minded video. So don't mind my offense. The Grizzlies, they don't have too many scoring options, especially since 2K pretty much negated the strengths of the post and pick and roll. So it's hard to really score with Marc Gasol and Zebo. It's pretty much just outside shooters, mid-range shooters, and getting to the hole. As you see, I usually use the first quarter to gauge how the player is going to play offensively. And once I figure that out, I make my changes. So I see that he's going more to the post. So what I did was strengthen my defense in the post. So now when LaMarcus goes to the hole, he's going to get a double team on him. Simple fact, it's going to force him to kick the ball out or take bad shots, which is exactly what you want. So I'm going to fast forward through this game, just pay attention. If there's anything you guys would like me to replay, anything like that, just let me know, and I'll do it for you guys. But I'm just going to add a little audio,
Rico told me turn the lights on, so I grabbed the Audemars, threw the ice on. I'm a big dog, got him pissed off. A lot of nigga rapping, ain't none near raw. Hey, look at T.I. ballin' in the V.I. Bunch of bad bitches with her looking like a Leo. We just pull up, hop out, go in, show out. Buy the whole bar, pop bottles, go hard. This club so packed, these hoes so drunk. This club so packed, these hoes so drunk. This club so packed, these hoes so drunk. I got 'em, got 'em, got 'em, got 'em. The club full of bad bitches and they came to play. Okay, it must be your ad, cause it ain't your fake. Now if you looking for them bottles and them stacks, girl, then make your way up to my section where it's at, girl. Okay, now do you wanna kick it with a nigga with a meal ticket? Broke nigga looking mad, they just gotta deal with it. Get right, ho, roll the dice, ho, and you ain't gotta be a dyke cause you like, ho. But every day I strip behind the wall, I do a big ride, fly, stun, shining ball. I got a bunch of money, so come and get it from me, and a bucket full of bottles, bust it open if you want it. This club so packed, these hoes so drunk. This club so packed, these hoes so drunk. This club so packed, these hoes so drunk. I got a bottle, got a bottle, got a Molly, got a bow, 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 bow. I got a bottle, got a bottle, got a Molly, got a bow.
Ain't no nigga like a young money nigga. Pop that pussy like a gun, pull a trigger. Shake that ass like a salt shaker. I keep a L lit up like an elevator. Bitch shaking like a dog, hot like a frog, riding like a horse. I throw that dick like darts. Drink all muddy, flag all bloody. I'm killing these hoes like that nigga Ted Bundy. I'm a good looking rapper, I ain't trying to stunt. I'ma fire my blunt like Donald Trump. Where you at, ho? Where you at, ho? Can a nigga stick his key up in your back, so?
This club so packed, these hoes so drunk. This club so packed, these hoes so drunk. This club so packed, these hoes so drunk. I got a bottle, got a bottle, got a Molly, got a. And move the thing in slow motion like Soldier Slim. And come around, wipe it down like Boo City. And bet that thing up for me and show me that you love me. If it's really too much for you, you can bring a couple buddies. Every day I do my thing, big stones and chains. She let me drill all in her mouth, no Novocaine. Them other broke niggas, all they did was told you thing. I can put you on that G4 and show you thing. I like my women fat ass, pretty toes and thing. Long hair, don't care, long as none down there. If it's manicured, I can have fun down there. Take you to whatever club, throw some money in the air. This club so packed, these hoes so drunk. This club so packed, these hoes so drunk. This club so packed, these hoes so drunk. I got a bottle, got a bottle, got a Molly, got a bow, 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 bow. I got a bottle, got a bottle, got a Molly, got a bow.
Yeah, and I'm back. So I just want to give you guys a little more insight. I slowed down the fourth quarter so you guys could pretty much see. Like I was stating before, nothing in this game is pretty. You know, offensive possessions, defensive possessions. Nobody can play perfect defense. Nobody can have a perfect offense. You know, the objective is to just win. You know, you and your opponent's probably going to play sloppy. Like I said, nobody's perfect. So I slowed the game down. Pretty much, I did what I wanted to do. You know, I forced the opponent into a lot of long-range shots. You know, he was doing a lot of pull-ups with Mo Williams, Nicholas Batum, Wesley Matthews. I kept them out of the paint, which is pretty much the main objective. You want to force your opponent to take as many bad shots as possible, because at the end of the day, nobody's going to hit 100 three-pointers in the game. If they do, let me know. Send me the tape of the video game. You know, I'll probably never play 2K again. That's the name of the game. So as you can see, for majority of the game, I play half court press, a mixture between half court press, half court trap. You know, it works wonders for me. Pretty much, you pick up your ball handlers at half court. You're playing the best defense as possible. You know, as you can see, if you ever play somebody online, sometimes their three-point shooters catch the ball 2 to 3 feet behind the three-point line, and that kills you because by the time you react, they already got the shot in the air, especially if they got dead eye like Kevin Durant, Carmelo Anthony, you know, it's not really going to help, you know, regardless whether you're running at them with a hand up or not. So I do half-court press. Pretty much, you know, keeps them pretty close to the ball handler as well as keeping them on play tight. You know, so pretty much the defender's like within an arm reach of the shooter or the offensive players. Besides that, that's pretty much it. Like I said, this is just a breakdown of one of my many videos soon to come. My offense is pretty good. Also, something else I wanted to point out. Like I said before, the game profiles is the main thing that you want to pay attention to. This guy came in averaging, I believe, 72 points per game. Eventually, I kept him to about 64, 65, I believe. I'm not sure, something like that, but it was below 70, below its average, and that's how you could tell your defense actually did something. Usually, if a player is only scoring 60 a game and you're putting and you're averaging 80, your defense is not doing much unless you keep them below 60. So, what you want to do is force them into worse shots than they used to taking. Making it harder for their offense to really get settled. It seemed like the Grizzlies, they focus more on forcing turnovers, grabbing a lot of rebounds, and pretty much you just got to play to your strengths. Just trust the system. Each coach has their plus and minuses. If you pay attention to that, the way each team plays, the offensive players, the defensive players, you should be pretty much good to go. Like I said, I just started playing with the Grizzlies a few days ago, pretty much because of their defense and because Tony Allen is the only defensive player I've seen in this game with a D under his name, and that must mean something. They got a lot of three-point players with the three. It's letting you know that, you might want to watch out. He's the only player I've seen in this game, there might be more, with a D under his name. Marc Gasol, defensive player of the year, he doesn't even have it. So, like I said, strengths and minuses. This is the end of the game. Fourth quarter, we pretty much put the clamp on him, slowed him down, forced him into a lot of bad shots. He was hitting a lot of them with Nicholas Batum beginning of the quarter, but like I said, nobody could be hot for long. He cooled down. His offense is struggling. Even open layups that he was getting, open jump shots he was missing. His team is cold. It was only one player doing majority of the work, and that's what happens. So this is the end of the game. I'm going to show the stats afterwards, so you guys pay attention. Like I said, I kept the video as short as possible. Fast forwarded a majority of the game. First, second, and third quarters. Fourth quarter, I wanted you guys to pay attention to, mostly because things we were pretty much really forcing him to do what we wanted to. He was missing a lot of shots, hitting some others. So end game total 78-67. He scored 67, I think, is overall, or he scored 72. Michael Conley, as you guys seen, very, very high field goal percentage. You got to take a lot of smart shots, especially with your point guard. So here I'm going to go to game stats. You guys can see it for yourself. Team stats, game stats. You want to dominate the person you're playing in almost every stat category. Every stat category. If you're not doing that, you know what? You could still win, but it's going to be pretty hard. You're going to be playing, you're going to be playing catch up all game. Rebounds, he actually beat me. Other than that, we were kind of tied. But turnovers, I beat him, so on and so forth. As you can see, defense, it can lead to a lot of good things. I have another video I'm going to upload pretty soon where I pretty much shut a guy down in the second quarter after seeing what his offense was doing in the first quarter. I will be posting that pretty soon. So hey, this is the video. Subscribe, add me if you want to. PlayStation Network, Mr._Banks. And I'll be doing a lot more videos after this. Subscribe, add me, and we'll talk. See you guys later.